been tuned into the street session with your boy Firahs and
Joe MK.
Why is this the name of our show, bro?
Because we're the hottest in the streets.
Catch us online, on the go, and on the FM.
Okay, let's go.
Listen, we're still here. Listen, London Rebels, Box Park Croydon. I'm actually here with a friend of the show. You know what I mean? The manager of Gslot. The hardest working woman in the streets right now. So, big shout out to Suzie in the building right now, man. So, you're right, yeah? And her brethren as well. What's your name? What should we call you?
Siobhan, I'm the DJ.
Oh, wait, that's the girl I see on your thing on the time. Oh, listen, we're here with the hottest two females in the streets right now, man. Come on, don't play games, don't play games. Now, obviously, as a manager, how fulfilling is it to come to a venue where, you know, there are places where up-and-coming artists or up-and-coming people, whether it's a presenter or anything else, can come along and showcase their talent?
I think it's amazing. It gives an opportunity for them to have experience, as well as like they realize their flaws, what they need to work on, as well as getting good rapport from their work. Like our girl Karina, who's part of the G-Slot as well, hosted. Shout out Karina. But it's amazing to see, honestly. We need to do it more, 100%.
No, I rate that, and obviously I feel like it's something we've got to talk about as well. Obviously, the Latino scene is huge right now. And I feel like it's very growing, specifically within the UK. Somebody like you who are part of that crew, how important is it to make sure that we see a lot more like Latino movement and Latino music and, you know, just in the general scene? Because I feel like that's something that's very missing in the UK. Everybody knows about the grime scene. Everybody knows about general rap. Everybody knows about, the Spanish scene. But Latinos aren't generally shouted at about. And I feel like I want to also put you into that as a DJ as well. How do you both feel about that scene right now?
I think it's definitely underrated. Like so much talent, and it's like not enough support from record labels. It's so underrated, and it's just important because it embraces their culture. Like being someone who have a lot of Latino friends and knows a lot of Latino artists, it's long time coming, and the time is now, honestly. Like record labels, the time is now, honestly.
And I think there's something a little bit off about the UK. I don't know what it is, but as soon as our artists start going to the US, they blow up there, they're appreciated there, and then suddenly everyone's like, oh, UK this, no, like, you missed your shot.
No, because, you know what, I should echo that point, because if you go abroad, the Latino scene is huge. Yeah. Them man, they're on #1 charts in the US. When you come here, they're not to be, the same song that's making noise all over the world isn't here. Do you feel like that's because we're very close-minded to what we know in terms of whether that's hip-hop or just pop in general?
I think, honestly, the population of the Latin community has only recently started growing. Yeah. It wasn't so vast, whereas like in North America, it's so vast, it's so cultured within South America because it's so close by. But I feel like because more South Americans are coming now, they're starting to be heard and being recognized by their culture and their sound.
No, and obviously as a DJ yourself, who plays some of the music or even, exclusively drops tunes, whether that's on radio, whether that's in a nightclub, for you, do you feel the Latino scene gets enough love in that scene?
In the UK, definitely.
Yeah, in the UK.
No, absolutely not. Like, they need more. I feel like in this country, we're too focused on other things. Like, we're focused on being signed and all this stuff, and it's just like we need to focus on what we're good at, like just do your own thing, not be so focused on what everyone else is doing and be like, oh, this person did this person did that, I need to do that. Like, no, you need to stick in your own lane and do your own thing. Like, being independent is good.
Vastly important, guys. I'll leave you both this with a question each for both of your industry. So obviously, you're basically the manager. You're one holding it down, looking after your clients. For anybody who wishes to be a manager or an agent of such within that industry, what would be your advice?
Organization is key, and also it's good to hold your head, like be stern, but you also need to learn how to compromise as well. That's what I would say.
All right. And that's a DJ then. What would be your advice for anybody who wishes to be in your lane?
I would definitely say stick to what you know. Don't focus on what everyone else is doing. Literally, just stick to yourself and what you're doing, and I think that is literally it.
Listen, man, listen. This has been the Street Sessions. This is Box Park Croydon. This is London Rebels, LDN, RBS. We're here with two beautiful women who are holding it down for the culture, for the streets. So you know what? Make sure you give them a quick shout out right now. And listen, man, this has been the Street Sessions. We'll catch you back here every week whenever the show's back on, and we're lit. And we're lit. Been tuned into the Street Session with your boy Firahs and
Joe MK.
Why is this the name of our show, bro?
Because we're the hottest in the streets.
Catch us online, on the go, and on the FM.
Okay, let's go.